What's up, guys? Welcome back to another weekly forecast, okay? Are you guys ready to get crazy this week? I think it's gonna be another crazy week. But this time, I'm kind of leaning to the downside this time, not the upside. So, as you could see, last week we got this crazy 3 days gain, 1,300 point, best ever. 1931, but I doubt it's gonna happen again this week. But hey, the possibility is still there. It still could go up. I never know. I'm not a fortune teller. Just so you know, disclaimer: whatever I say in this video is just my guess. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. So just so you know, so if you lose money on this stuff, please don't blame on me. I don't know jack shit. All right. And yes, guys, we need to smash that curve, alright? Smash or pass, guys. This time is a smash, alright? And how do we do that? Not like this freaking Chinese guys do. 5 on a bike isn't distancing, okay? But I'm jealous. I am jealous though. I'm a hater. But look at this. I took this picture at Walmart in Philly, okay? And look at the mask. No mask. 1, 2, 3. This is ninja. Alright, but no distancing. You see this mark right here? This is a mark. Okay, there's a mark right here. No one followed these. And this is coronavirus environment here. This is how you're gonna spread the shit. Alright. And just so you know, have a designated area in your house where you could leave your jacket and shoes outside and don't bring it inside the house, okay? It could still spread that shit, okay? Just so you know. And if you couldn't do that, hey, maybe you could sacrifice your grandparents, just like this dude. I have no idea what the hell. I don't know where is he coming from, but he looked like a grandparent to me also. Maybe he should be the first one to sacrifice, but seriously, what the hell is these people thinking? And last but not least, I think obesity is a big problem. We do have a lot of obesity in the United States. And just so you know, when you have obesity, you tend to have diabetes. We have hypertension, coronary artery disease. When you have diabetes, you have risk of renal failure, and also it decreases the immune system. There are too many sugar flowing in your blood, okay? It's competing with the white blood cell, the antibody, and all this mast cell, all this other stuff that could fight the virus instead, so that it lower your immune system, just so you know, alright? So if you have diabetes and you need to go out, try to wear a mask. If you don't have a mask, put a shirt around your face, a scarf around your face, or you could look into YouTube how to do a ninja thing, and then with your t-shirt, Google that and then YouTube that, and then you could put your shirt around your face just like a ninja, and you're gonna be like awesomely cool, But please wear a mask outside. If you couldn't afford it, wear a scarf, okay? Because that prevent the virus from spreading, from you spreading to other people, from other people spread to you, okay? I don't know why the United States hasn't implemented that yet, but I guess because we have problem with mass shortage, alright? And yes, gas price, this is Philly, is getting cheap, guys, but I don't think people are gonna go anywhere. This summer is probably done. Maybe I'll go down to the beach. Okay, let's go to this, okay? We are always number one. So we have overtaken China and Italy. Okay, China, I don't know this number. This number is not reliable. 20 million cell phone gone, okay, in China. So I don't know what happened to that. But at this point right now, this number is going to be double. I definitely. But the minute when New York is in the breaking right now at the hospital system, But this gonna be a problem, huge problem of the death. But I think by next week, this number gonna be double or more. I think the way it is, if more testing gonna happen and easier for the people to obtain testing, this number probably gonna be double. Okay, and the death toll, I think that's gonna be double too. Not to be negative or anything, but that's gonna happen. And I'm just really bad. Like all this problem could have been, we could have been proactive to this, but we are not. So just so basically, when I say this week, we are probably going to the downside instead of the upside, because like my reasoning right now, I don't see any positive coming out of this, because we already have the stimulus. The Fed already passed like maybe 8 9 different policy to help with the companies, so that is already done out, price in. So the next thing I could see is flatten the curve. We've been quarantined for 2 weeks now, so the 2 weeks we're not going to see the result right away, maybe a couple weeks down from now, so maybe like 2 3 weeks we're going to start to see some result from the quarantine, but for now we won't be able to see that at all. So 2 weeks down the road at least. And then positive news on treatment wise, I don't know about the azithromycin and the fluoroquinolone. That one, I'm not sure how the study is, but this one is new. The Kevzara is from Sanofi and Regeneron. They just started in New York, and this one is immune suppression. Okay, so basically the thing is they're inflammatory in the lung. So the virus causes inflammatory in the lung, right? And this medication could decrease the inflammatory in the lung, so that won't cause people from having shortness of breath. Okay, so this is the thing. So because this medication can suppress the immune system, there's no point to give them to the regular patient. So that's why they only choose the severe patient to give. All right. So just so you know, because it decreases immune system, but it helps with the breathing because it's decreased the inflammatory in the lung. Okay, so that's the thing, that's what they try to see if it helped, because if they could do that, that could reduce the amount of ventilator the people need for it. And right now we have a shortage of ventilator, and I don't know if we're gonna solve the problem or not. Maybe get Elon Musk to to draw up something and manufacture some prototype, simple prototype that we need right now. I think that would help, definitely would help. But for the trial, for the drug wise, I mean, they just started. You won't see anything maybe probably 3 4 weeks from now. Okay. And then positive news from vaccine. I mean, if we do have positive news and if they fast track everything, it's probably going to take another 6 weeks or so at least. Okay, so that's going to be a while. And then I think the fastest thing we could solve right now is a ventilator problem, and then mass and all that stuff. Those are things I think that would help in the short term, but I don't think it's gonna affect the market that much. Okay, so all these things are like weeks out. Okay, but the con, I think that's why I'm thinking this week we're probably gonna go down. Okay, number case, it's gonna be rapidly increasing. Okay. New hotspot. Okay, New York, I think they are not reaching yet. By next week, by this week, I think we're going to see a lot of people start dying, and then the following week too, and then maybe it's going to be subsiding. But we also have Michigan, Florida, Louisiana, California. These things hasn't started yet, and this week maybe that could start to happen, and that would be a problem. And that if this starting to be a big problem, they might ban travel from state to state, because Trump were like, yo, we're gonna quarantine New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. So I mean, he already had that idea. Imagine this case get worse in all this state. Hell yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't care if it's institution or what. And then the next thing is the job data this week, guy. This week we have the monthly job data. Last week, Thursday, we have that 3 million job unemployment thing, and then the market just shoot up. I don't know what's wrong with that, but because I guess it's more technical, whatever, that was programmed to trade, whatever. But at this point, I wonder if it's going to happen the same when we have a bad number and they're going to pop up or going to go down. That's a question. And then China has the PMI, so this thing you have to watch also. Okay, so the next thing, I mean, this is maybe this week or next week, possible company and banks failure, like European bank, they're not that great, so something that to watch out for, maybe this week, next week. I think it's gonna happen. I'm not sure how quickly it's gonna be, but that's gonna happen. Second wave in China is a possibility, but right now I've been watching stuff and I've been hearing things from people. I talk to people in China. It seemed like the situation is actually decent, but I'm not sure if the second wave going to happen or not. They have decent protocol for a lot of things, and they actually doing more. You know, they track you over there, so is a better system right now compared to the U.S. Unfortunately to say, but you know, but is a possible that it could happen. All right, so basically those are the pro and con, and those are like the fundamental, you know, the possibility, you know, I see. And as always, let's go to the chart guy. Okay, so this is Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones, it went down, and it went down right here, rebounds. Okay, at this point it's about to hit the 20 days moving average. Okay, and right now, I mean, if it's go below this candle, if it go below the low, I think people want to start shorting this. But at this point, you know, this is the downtrend line. It's below the downtrend line, below the 20-day moving average. You know, as long as it doesn't move above that, I think we're gonna go lower. And right now, as you could see, the selling volume on Friday wasn't that high, and then we did not reach the low here. So I think people haven't got in yet. So this is not a good sign. It's a possibility it's just gonna gyrate right here a little bit and then go down. But I'm thinking we're gonna go down because of the economic data and possible more bad news than good news. Okay, but at this point, I mean, it could consolidate, go up more, but at this point I don't see that point happening. But right now it's still decent. It's still strong right here because Friday we haven't reached this low here. All right, and the volume, it's fairly decent. The selling volume is not good either. It's still low compared to these buying volume. So the down is kind of strong, I guess, because of the Boeing. So that's one thing. Okay, to take Boeing just like pop last week. All right, so that's the Dow. Let's go to NASDAQ here. Okay, NASDAQ is right at the 20-day moving average, right at the downtrend line right here. I mean, unless it's going to go above, and right here is also another problem. We also have a resistance right here also. So I mean, it could go up to this and then go down. I don't know, but NASDAQ is actually strong. Okay, and the thing is, like, because we work from home, we're going to need tech. You know, so the longer this is going to happen, we might need tech. But the thing is, this longer happen, more companies gonna, you know, be bankrupt, and then they might not need tech. But at the short term right now, it look like it's strong. Okay, but look at this, the volume here, the buying volume at this point is low. Look at that volume, it's not that strong. Okay, and this one is selling. Okay, so right here is a lot of buying, the selling here, but this is buying. Look at the buying is decreasing. Okay, but right now the selling, we haven't got a lot of volume yet. And look at the NASDAQ and the Dow, it hasn't go low this candle, it hasn't go below this candle yet. So people might not coming in yet, but until if we break maybe 183 something, that would maybe starting a short. But at this point right now, the selling volume is still low. So NASDAQ and the Dow Jones is fairly strong. The Dow Jones because of Boeing, but the NASDAQ, you know, due to the tech, you know, we might need that in the short term. But let's go here to the Russell. You know, Russell is weak. Look at how it's far away from the 20-day moving average, the downtrend. You know, the buying volume was good here. You know, this undetermined it was, but look at this, it's decreasing. The buying volume is decreasing since the bottom bounce. Okay, and right here, right now, we already went below this candle, the low of this candle. But the only thing, the volume wasn't that much. This is a selling day. Look at this, the wick on the top, you can see. So Russell is not too strong, and Russell was before, like I say in other video, that Russell is, you know, the kind of leading indicator, and it break down. And look at this, it's went like really low, you know, like close to the 16-year low, right, before anything else, you know, because I mean this gonna affect, you know, the smaller company in, you know, in the state. So I mean this represent a lot. And then we have transportation guy. Transportation is strong. Look, it break above the downtrend line, but is at the 20-day moving average here is kind of decreased. It dropped back down. And look at this. This is like undetermined candle, right? The both wick and then the buying here is low volume, and then the selling here, but it went below this. So I mean, depend how you're going to short it. You could short it starting here and then stop loss here, so depend. But this is actually strong because it broke out of the downtrend line already. So when the downtrend line to go down here, it might become support. So I would not do anything with the transportation sector right now, because the thing is, the airplane, they're going to be bailed out. So that's something, that's why it's probably stronger than than the normal one. So that's something to look out for. So don't touch transportation at this point. All right, don't short them. Not yet. All right, so let's go to the SPY. I guess we'll draw that later. Okay, it's the SPY. Okay, as usual, it's not that strong compared to the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq. Okay, it's come nearer to the 20-day moving average, and look at the volume, it's decreasing here. Okay, it's not that strong, and this is this Friday was selling, but if it go below this level 248, then I think the selling going to be increased at this point. Right now we're still in entitlement. So like I say, at this point we could like go around like this and then go up or down. I see the down more favor to the downside than the up, but we could just go straight down, because this week, if more bad news coming out, new hot spot, and then the economic data, the Friday is the job number. I think that's the most important. All right, and that might not help with the upside, but more downside. Okay, so conservative play wise, and as we could see here, it did reach it did reach around 2017 low. No, not low, but 2017 at this part. So 2016 is around here level. All right, this is daily chart, okay, just so you know. And let's draw a Fibonacci retracement here. Okay, depend how you draw it. If you draw it from the top down, from where it's peaked. Okay, at this point right here is a 38%, which is not a strong bounce at all from the top, if you consider that. So 38% is not a strong bounce. So if you're only 38% and you reach this level, most likely you go lower. You retest the low and possibly go lower. If you think if that's the way you draw it, there's another way to draw this. Is to this peak right here. So this one is 50%. So it's a decent bounce, 50%. So if anything, it could go up to the 62. 50% is not a Fibonacci number, okay, just so you know. 62% is. So I mean, it could go up to here at this point. So like I say, see this point, the 20 days, the downtrend, this is kind of like resistant level right there. So just so you know, so the upside is not a lot if this is the upside, but I think the downside is more favorable for this situation. All right, so those are all the general. So what can you do for next week? What would you take a look at? To be honest, I think the food sector and the retail sector, I think those going to be some problem here. McDonald bounced up really decently, and at this point I'm not sure if it's going to go up. Downtrend right here, 20-day moving average right here, resistance right here. So I mean, I don't think people are going to jump in and buy McDonald at this point, and then people who are going to go eat, we're going to possibly, if the thing get worse, we're going to quarantine and we have travel bans from state to state, so people are not going to come out and eat. I don't think so. So McDonald, the bounce is very decent. I think more than 50% here. So I think it's possibly could go down. Hey, like I say, I don't know what I'm talking about. So whatever I say, it's just I'm saying. And I might be biased because I might have some position already. All right, just so you know. All right, so McDonald, Lulu here. Lulu has really a strong bounce. And the earning was decent, but they did not give you any guidance. So, but to be honest, Canada company, US, they have some exposure to China. I don't think this shit. And right now, who's working out? Who's gonna be flexing? I got new shit from Lululemon. Nah, man, no one cares at this point. Everyone's staying in the house. All right. So I don't think this gonna be good. Okay. So I mean, it's a possibility that you could short. People already probably started shorting because we went below this Friday level. Look at the volume. All right. MGM here, possible play. It's possible short downside play too, because it's not as strong as WIN or Las Vegas Sands, it does have some China exposure, but it's not a big thing. Well, it's more in the US. The only thing is that it's $14. You won't get delta if you do option shorting here. Okay, just so you know, it's something you could do. Swing trade with option might not be a problem, but I mean, it's fairly expensive too. I tried to look at the option chain. Is decent. It's expensive for this price also. But hey, if you want to short something, this might be something to short. All right. D.R. Horton. Okay, this is oh, that's not D.R. Horton. I'm not sure what company this is. I forgot. Dorton Restaurant. Okay, so look at this. That's something to short for you to think about. This is a sell. There's a heavy sell. Okay, with good decent volume. This is like, look at it, buying. That's very low buying volume. And look at this sell. It's increasing as it broke under this candle low here. See that? Under $56. I think people already come in and short this already on Friday. But that's something you can take a look about, you know. Better late than wrong, okay? One more, Ross Store. It's something to take a look at, you know. It's already went down here. This is a selling candle in some way, but not a lot of volume. Okay, Ross Store is a discount retail. I mean, they buy from like leftover stuff and then resell it. I mean, the business pretty good, but at this point, who's shopping anyway? You know, they close, everywhere close, you know. So I don't think this is gonna be good either. So it's something for you to short if you want to. Be careful, okay? Right here could possibly be a support, $70. Okay, you have $10 range. So if you want to do like a spread, you could do 80 to 70. So oh yeah, just bring it up. If you haven't seen the video that I say that 3 different way of trading, you know, you could do like the Wall Street style way, you do spread, and then you know you could do the ghetto fall out the money way. Yeah, you could take a look at the video. Maybe I'll put a link here, you know. I just put it out on Thursday or something, you know. Just take a look at it. It's kind of decent. You could go into the option chain and stuff. I don't know if it's good or not, but you know, judge for yourself and watch it. Okay, so basically, you know, this is an option for you to do it, all right, to short. So I guess that is all for this video, guys. I think it's long, but anyway, be safe out there and happy trading. Okay, all right then, bye. Thank you.